Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon, and today we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Target exclusive Breaker with Ram Cycle. Now, this was actually the first ever Cobra Island figure I actually found in a retail setting. One of only two that I found in retail. The second one being the overproduced barbecue. So, as always, we're going to look at the figure's accessories, check out the figure, check his articulation. We're going to look at the bike, and then we're going to get everything up on the shelf. So, the only real accessory that the figure came with is a helmet with integrated comm system, camera system, got a soft cover on it. Well, it's supposed to be a soft cover. It's sculpted to look like fabric. Mounting bracket in the front for additional optics and things of that nature. Has what looks to be a slide down eye lens, kind of like in certain flight helmets. I love the fact that they've given it a reflective, almost plastic glass look. And the way they painted it, it's gradiated color. I don't get the reasoning behind it, but okay. Now, this is shaped very similar to what he came with in the original vintage line. However, there's no hose, no line running from this to the backpack. And then, for good measure, because they gave my Alpha Commando Snake Eyes so many weapons, I decided to share the wealth since this guy literally came with no sidearms. This is sculpted beautifully. It's nice, compact, it's not overly complicated. Something that a comms guy would be able to actually operate. Moving on to the figure, we have Jake Gyllenhaal here. In fact, I've seen quite a few people pop this head off, throw it on the Far From Home Spider-Man Mysterio. I mean, the likeness is there. Dude has a glorious beard. Eyes are painted in there nicely. Mustache is a little bit off up there on the top, but for the most part, it's looking good. Hair is nice and slicked all the way back. I've heard two things. I've heard people say this is a beautiful face sculpt, and I've heard people say this is an ugly motherfucker. So I guess for each individual person, mileage may vary. He is reusing the Firefly upper body and shoulders, Duke arms, Duke legs, new knee pads though, I think. And these are actually new sculpted boots. Standard black combat boots. I need a new pair of these. Although there is an addition of a strap around the back, so that's new. Over all this, he has a tack vest. Awfully bulky for a comm guy, but okay. I love the fact that they gave him backpack straps and no backpack. Oh well. Articulation-wise, head is on a hinge that runs into a ball joint up in the head. So looking up, he looks up that far. Looking down, see if I can get that hinge to actually activate. Looking down, it's not all that great. Yeah, he just kind of buries his chin there into the collar, and that's all the further down he looks. Okay, got good rotation. Got a little bit of tilt. And this head is actually kind of loose on the... And it's the head on the ball, not the hinge, because... Yeah. Arms. Hinge up to 90. Rotate all the way around. Bicep cut for rotation. Double jointed pinned elbow. Good range though. Hands rotate. Because it's a reuse for Duke, it's vertical hinge, left hand. Horizontal hinge, right hand. There is a butterfly joined up in here. But it is insanely tense. Very, very hard. There's an ab crunch up under this vest that you will never, ever, 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 ever get to use. Because this thing is just so damn thick, you can't actually get it to activate. Drop down hip allows the legs to kick out that far, that far, that far, that far, and that far forward. Thigh cup for rotation. Double jointed pin knee. Good range to it. Boot cuff for rotation. Foot hinges back that far, forward that far, front facing pin for rocker. So, we're going to gear him up. Which in the retail version is this. This is it. Fully done. The helmet is on the head. Me? Because nobody should be left defenseless. Ooh, yeah, he's got a difficult hand. Okay, that hand does not want to cooperate. What about you? Are you more willing to play ball? And there we go. Now he's got a weapon. So next we're going to be looking at the RAM cycle. And if you watched the last Joe unboxing I did, that was the Tiger Force RAM cycle. So this is legitimately going to be the exact same thing with a different paint job. It's got the clear smoky canopy. G.I. Joe RMG1027 all tampoed on. Instead of the saddlebags, they actually have it as a compartment inside the bike frame. This side, you got the American flag instead, and it's seen better days. I don't know if that's intentional weathering or just a bad application. Back has the red light. Front, like I said on the other one had like a clear plastic cover. This one is just a silver painted piece. You do get steering. Black and gunmetal gray for the engine itself. Kickstand. Stars on the wheels. A star on the wheels. Disc brakes. Brake caliper. This side has the drive chain. Dual exhaust. I mean, it's a nice looking piece. I even got the heat wrap. A couple of pegs for the feet and a kickstand. It also comes with this, which on its own is nothing. Little 36 tampoed on the front. Inside we've got a diamond plate texture. And this, also diamond plate textured inside. Roly roly. Couple of big old pegs. And last but not least, this. Now we did see this on the other one, as well as with the heavy artillery roadblock. Once again, unlike him, it does not come with the ammo canister. So how you're actually operating this thing with no ammo, no idea. And the big deal I made about the one being encased in cardboard is because heavy artillery and this one both came bent to shit. You can see it as I rotate. It wobbles. But you take the handle, you stick it in there, put the top handhold through the top, slide this piece on, connect it, and boom. You now have a sidecar weapon. And that sidecar mounts with those pegs, boom, directly into the side of the bike. And then boom, kickstand needed no more. So once again, this thing is kind of small in scale compared to the figure. Although it seems a little less so next to Breaker. So what do you say we get him up on the shelf? Come on, Alvin. Simon. Theodore. Alvin! Alvin does not like standing. Alvin's hips are insanely loose. And because of that, every time I try to adjust him... Okay, well for now, he's there. So what do you say? We grab this thing and put it somewhere as well. There we go. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.